I should have brought scissors. Oh, that is weird. Everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I'm going to be attempting to do a full face of sample makeup. I saw Self Does Nail. I will link her channel down below. She's great. Definitely recommend you check her out. She did that a while ago, and I've been accumulating my sample sizes ever since. And I'm pretty sure I have something for each category now. So I'm going to attempt to test all these products, kind of decide if I think they're worth the money or not. I wanted to see if I actually could decide if I like a product or not from these like one-use type of packets, or some of these are like free gift with purchases and everything. So let me just try and like separate these, and I'll choose something for each category and we're gonna test it all. Okay, so from all the foundations that I have, I'm gonna try and choose all the products that I've never tried. So this can't be it because I love that foundation, so we know. I have some little pocket ones, but I'm afraid, well, this one is definitely too dark. I'm afraid that these might not be enough to do full face, and I have this like mini one of Dior, so I think I'm going to use this just because if I can not do my whole face, it's just going to start so badly. But like, I want to attempt to make this work, you know? So actually, maybe I take it back because this is so tiny. This is 3 milliliter. It might be enough. I have a second one. Okay, we're good, we're good. I found my second one. So, we're just gonna test this. This is the Dior 24-hour wear full coverage fresh weightless foundation. I have the color 20 light beige. So we're gonna attempt to do my face with this. How much do you want to bet I need both? How much foundation do you use in one go? Like, I've never actually tested it. Oh, okay. Oh, this might be enough for my mouth. Okay, that's definitely enough in one tube. Okay, I like wasted a bunch. Hopefully, well, hopefully I don't like it, so I didn't waste it. No, I want to like it. I've never tried this foundation. I believe the reviews are pretty positive. Is it too bright? When it's early in the morning, I can't see anything. Yeah, it's definitely dark for me. Ooh. Ooh, it smells like perfume. Okay. I prefer my foundations not to smell like anything, really. But at least it's not the worst scent I've smelled in a foundation. So I'm going to do half my face, and we're going to see the coverage. It's great though that I have a second one, so I'm going to be able to test it on more than one day, and I'll let you know in the comment section how it went and everything, because I feel like foundation, if I'm going to apply like 50 other products on top of it, it's going to be hard to judge it, you know? Yeah, I did not need this much. Maybe I'll find a container for it or something. It's actually giving me good coverage, but I don't like the scent. Let's try to cover it. Like, I don't have too much. Like, I don't have that much going on right now, except for that one pimple that decided to grow in my brow, which is just great. That was easy to cover. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to stop at half. It's giving me good coverage. I feel like my skin tone just looks more even. It does look like skin. I would definitely say full coverage. It looks surprisingly thin on the skin for the amount of coverage. I feel like my dehydration is actually not accentuated, which is surprising. I'm gonna have to test how oily I get though throughout the day, but not too bad. Definitely gonna be a shade that could actually match me during the summer, but not today. So we're just gonna blend it down my neck. But actually it's pretty good. I do feel like I can see a little bit of my texture on my chin, but it's nothing too dramatic. But you definitely don't need that much. I have enough for like 3 days at least on my hand right now. I feel like it has a like matte powdery finish on its own. It kind of dries pretty matte. It's definitely not looking bad. I don't feel like my dehydration is being emphasized on my nose or in between my brows or anything. It did cover that little guy, which I'm trying to, you can't really tell because it did give me a good amount of coverage, and I barely applied any because I didn't want my brows to become too cakey, and who knows what the other products will look like on my brows. But I think it's just my chin that's a little bit of texture, but it's really nothing too dramatic. My skin has been kind of so. Okay, so even though this looks tiny, you definitely get enough to decide probably in a couple of days if this is something that works for you or not. I'm going to be wearing it and I will keep you updated. Now let's try to find concealer. I think I have one or two. I have this Dior one. I do have the Kat Von D one, but no. Okay, so I think it's the concealer I have, so hopefully I have a good shade for myself. They have two shades in here, so I have 21 and number 30, so we're gonna go with 21. It looks a little yellow from these swatches, but I mean, at this point, we can't be too picky, right? So, let's see how much you get in there. 1 milliliter. That means that should be enough for my under eyes. I had like 3 milliliters to do my face and I had plenty. So let's open this. Oh, the other side. Ooh, okay. Is that it? Oh. I'm afraid it's gonna explode everywhere. Okay, that's definitely a bit dark from like what I can see here, but they're saying one coat camouflage waterproof everlasting concealer. Do this. Oh yeah, oh my god, it's gonna be way too dark. I'm gonna do like what's the opposite of brightening? I'm gonna like darken my under eyes. Wow. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, but it doesn't matter. We're not going for looks today. We're going to just test the formula. So let's see the amount of coverage we can get. Maybe if I blend it a bit, it will be still a bit yellow, but... So the shade range definitely doesn't go that light. They have like, I believe, one more light one, right? Yeah, according to here, they have like 3 lighter ones, but since it's like cool, warm, it means there's one lighter, warm color. I mean, it's not great, but it's not that bad. It does seem to be one of those that dries matte on its own. It's definitely thin. You don't need to apply a lot. The formula actually seems nice. Like I'm being a bit dramatic because of the color, but that's not bad. I don't smell anything, which we like. I don't hate it. I feel like it definitely covered. I didn't apply a lot because I didn't want it to be too intense, but it looks promising. I would try the full size. I have the La Masia one. I've tried the full size. It did not work for me, but I thought this was with the shiny one, which let me open it. But worst case scenario, I have this It COSMETICSBye Pores Pressed Powder. But I really thought this was the shiny one. Oh my god, it is the shiny one. They're not kidding. It's definitely super shiny. Yeah, that's way too shiny for my face. It's like a highlighter. Okay, we're gonna go with the It Cosmetics, which, let me open it. Obviously, I haven't tried it yet. This is a pretty generous sample. I don't remember if this was a point perk or like a gift with purchase or just a sample, but this is definitely generous. Oh, you even get a puff? Really? Damn. Okay, that's a fancy sample. They don't say how many grams, but you get a puff. I would have never thought a sample of a powder would come with a puff, so calling me impressed. You know what? Let's test it with it, because at this point we might as well. Yeah, I definitely feel like, oh shit. I definitely feel like I need to set the foundation, because you can see it's like doing lines on my face, which I don't really, well, I mean, I make faces and you can see lines, but they never do that with my foundation. Can you see? Like, what is this? Yeah, I don't think, they're saying transparent, isn't it? Yeah, the shade is transparent. It's not, it's definitely white. So I would be curious to hear how this works on deeper skin tones, but I don't think it would really work. Ooh, this seems super drying. I don't know if it's the combination of the powder and the foundation, but I can see some dehydration on my cheeks. Yeah, I don't think these combine really well, but maybe I can test this again during the summer. Definitely would not be something I would recommend for dry skin, because I feel like my skin is like... I'll bring you in front of the window at the end so you can see the disaster from up close. Actually, let me do brows first. I have two. Actually, I've tried both of these, so really it's not really a first impression for these, but it's okay because they're technically free with purchase kind of thing. I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. Oh, it's definitely like, don't break it because that's all you have. That is way too stressful. And then I have this Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, which I also do like. And this one, what color is it? Number 3. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, let's try this one. I haven't worn this one in a while, so let's see if I can manage to make this work. Maybe I'll do like one of each, because at this point, I'm not going anywhere after this, so we can have fun. I feel like I love these type of pencil when they're freshly like pointy and everything, and I can never manage to get them this pointy ever again. They're so precise. It's definitely not ideal. I feel like the color might be too light for me, huh? And I have no spoolie, and I'm realizing that I can't fix my mistakes. So let me just grab a spoolie. I like the color for the beginning of my brow, but I think I use the color 4. So this one is definitely a bit light for me. Let's try the inside of this one, and then I'll finish with the other one. Let's not break it. Okay, so I totally messed up that one because of the first color, but number 3 is definitely not my shade. I do like the formula of both of these, which again, I kind of knew because I already had tested these, but I had never tried these shades, and the Anastasia one is fine, the other one not so much, but I do like the formulas. So let's move on. Okay, bronzer. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to like be consistent, like, you know, cool tone eyes and cool tone cheeks. It's probably going to be a mess, but it's okay. I have 2 bronzers. I have the Benefit Dew de Hula, okay? I think it might be too orange for me. Let me just... It definitely has a scent. Yeah, it's going to be way too orange for me, so it would match with my under eyes. So we're going to go with the Lise Watier one. This, I've never tried it. It's actually a pretty good size. I think this was a gift with purchase. It's definitely on the warm side. Oh yeah, it has a sheen to it. So like, damn you lighting. It's like a pretty intense one, so I'm going to use a brush. So let's try this. It's actually pretty nice. This actually looks pretty nice. I'm not sure how well you're going to see it on camera, but it's not as orange as I thought it was going to be, and the shine is not overwhelming. That could definitely be a very natural, like, I've been at the beach all day type of glow. It's not bad. My foundation shade is like definitely oxidizing though, because I am looking like a Oompa Loompa, which you're going to see once again when I bring you in front of the window, because this is a bit painful to look at right now. I think that's definitely a thing. If you're getting samples and you're just like getting them with the purchase, with the order online or something, you're not going to be able to choose your exact shade. So you can test the formula but not tell you the shade, so it's going to happen. Cheeks, I didn't have any blush, and I went to Sephora and asked if they had any type of these type of sample for blushes, and the girl looked at me like I was crazy, so I guess it's a no. I feel like I've seen some though in the past somewhere, but Tarte, that was a gift, the birthday gift last year, I think. This is the blush in Party. And it's a really nice blush. I have tried that one in the past. It's a nice kind of lightly pink color. It's fine. It will not clash with everything else, so that should be good. I really need to clean some brushes, so I'm going to use a contour brush to apply my blush. And it's okay because, I mean, it's a small blush, so. These are actually surprisingly pigmented. I feel like that only the color exposed isn't, and everything else is. Could be the version that I have because it's the old version. Yeah, it's a nice everyday type of matte pinky blush. I feel like I didn't apply it very well here because of this brush, but no, the blush is good. I already knew that, but I was curious to see how it would blend on top of the foundation. The foundation doesn't make it harder to blend, but I can't help but like stare at my under eyes that are just looking pretty terrible. Okay, highlighter. I'm very excited because I have one by Hourglass. I have been really wanting to try these. Those are the Flash Highlighting Stick Vanish. I have the color Champagne Flash, and it's again I believe this was a gift with purchase, might have been the 100% Perks, but these look really pretty. I feel like this could be really nice during the summer, like if you put it on your body, and like that's pretty intense. So maybe I'll just use my finger. You get actually a really good amount, because I feel like I never finish my like stick highlighters like this. Like I have enough for like the rest of my life. You get 1.4 grams, which that's gonna last me all summer. That's actually really generous. Okay. Now, ooh, yes, I like. I mean, I literally touched it once and I say I like it, but it's a really, I love these type of like stick highlighters during the summer. Okay, I switched the lighting. I think you can see it better now. We can see how like orange I'm looking right now. This is probably the best product so far in this whole thing. This, I don't remember if it was a point perk or a free gift with purchase, but if you see sample of a stick highlighter like this, go for it because it's super worth it. Like I would never need to buy the full size because I'm gonna have this forever. Look how gorgeous that is. This is so good. I would buy the full size just from that, like seeing it like this. This is just, wow. Hopefully it wears nicely throughout the day, but I like how it's like a glow. There's no shimmer, and like you can definitely make it intense, but it's still so natural in the cheeks. Like, I'm gonna wear this all summer. This is gorgeous. So, eyes, which is so hard to find an eyeshadow sample, let me tell you. But I saw this one. I believe this one was 100 perks at Sephora, but it still counts. I didn't spend any money. But I really wanted to include an eyeshadow. So when I saw it, I was like, this is it. This is the shade 1544. Artist Color Shadow. I think I'm just going to do like a wash of color all over my lid because it's one shadow. It's a nice shimmery taupe color. Ooh, that's really pretty. That would be a nice like fall color. Let me just... I'm not using primer because I didn't have one, but... These eyeshadows are so good, but like I just own a couple in palettes. I feel like I never went in store and bought like, you know, my own shades. It's always the one that they have in palettes. I get overwhelmed, to be honest. When I get there, it's like 50. This is actually really generous, even if it was 100 perks. Because I could use this a ton before I even hit pan. Like, as much as, like, for example, a foundation, it's definitely worth it to test it because you never know how it's going to perform on you. Some of those samples, I feel like once you have the sample, you're not going to run out of it, so you don't really need to ever purchase the full size. I like this. This is a really, really pretty color. It's kind of in between being, like, on me at least, I'm pretty neutral. I feel like it's a fairly neutral shade. It's not overly taupe that it washes me out. And it has just a hint of warmth in it that I still can get away with this right now. It's really gorgeous. I like this. Actually, maybe I should do it on my lower lashes too. I feel like it's definitely not matte, but I would say like a soft metallic. Like, you can definitely build it up or even use it wet or something to make it very shiny. But it blends nicely in a crease, which I know there's no rules, but there's a bunch of people that refuse to use anything shiny in their crease, and I feel like this blends kind of almost satiny when you really blend, but I was scared it was going to make me look dead with my under eyes right now, but no, this is gorgeous. I approve. I like this. I need to buy more shades of these because they're so good. Every time I use them, I'm impressed, but I just rarely grab more. Mascara, which I feel like those sample sizes are the best because it's definitely enough to decide if you're going to be able to, if you want to purchase the full size, and you can use them for a while, so it's definitely worth it. I don't know if I drop another one, but I have these two to choose from. I have the Smashbox Super Fan Out. Oh, Super Fan. Oh my god, I was like, that sounds a little like fellow kids to me. Fellow fan, not fellow fam. And then I have the BUXOM Lash Mascara. You know what? Why not test both? Right? I like that it's red. It's very bright. Oh, ooh, I like the brush. It's a plastic brush with tiny, very spiky bristles. So let's try one eye with it. My only fear with these samples is that I'd never know how old they are, you know? But when it's a very recent mascara, it's a bit more safe. No, I made a mess. Of course I would. Okay, so my lashes are pretty straight naturally, but they are pretty long. They just need, you know, help to curl and just a little bit of everything. I feel like this is lengthening, but you can't tell because my lashes are not curled. And I never curl my lashes whenever I test a new mascara because I want to be able to show you what it does on its own. So let me just try to like blend this a little bit. I always make a mess with a new mascara. Yeah, you can see like really didn't curl my lashes, but it gave me some good length. So that's like unfortunate, but if you don't mind curling your lashes, this isn't bad. I'm obviously gonna have to test if it smudges and anything, but volume a little, but yeah, it just has zero curl and I need some help. That's definitely like the worst. I feel like usually, especially a plastic brush, I can push my lashes, which I tried, which is why I ended up with this mess. So let's attempt it with the second mascara, the BUXOM Lash Mascara. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Oh, that is weird. Ooh, look at this. Do you see how massive that is? This is literally the size of the tube. That's why it was hard to open it. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, I like the brush. I feel like it's pretty dry though, but I'm so on the fence because I love the brush. I feel like it really grabs my lashes and it just really lengthens them, and you can see how soft, well, you will see in a second how soft and like fluttery it looks. I just wish there was more product on it, which could be because mine is dry. Obviously it's a sample, right? Wow. Oh, I love this. Okay, I feel like seeing them like half like this, you can tell how much of a difference a different mascara can make, right? Obviously I made a mess too, but let's pretend that didn't happen. It doesn't apply a lot of product on the lashes, so if you prefer your lashes to not look really thick, this could definitely be an option for you. But I love how the brush is soft. I'm not feeling attacked right now, which it definitely happens with some other ones. But it looks like I have a million lashes. They're softly curled. They look like fluttery. There's definitely a lot of length. You can't, I mean, right? This one, definitely BUXOM. So let me look up, even though I'm wearing mascara on both now, but you can tell how amazing that is. I didn't expect to fall in love with a product like this. This is great. It looks like I have about like 50 more lashes on this eye than the other one. I am really impressed. I would definitely look up the full size for this. I definitely have a few different lip product, but I think I'm going to go with Bare Minerals because it's the same brand as BUXOM, right? So you did good for my lashes, so I will give you a shot for lipsticks. I have 4 little shades like this. I feel like I see these type of samples a lot, but I rarely use them. I don't know which color should I go. With the eye look, I feel like I should go commit to fall look because at this point it's a fall look. From top to bottom, Seriously Red Biba, Elite, and then Not Safe for Work. I think we should try Not Safe for Work because, I mean, I'm already wearing a sweater. So, okay, this is it. Not Safe for Work it is. I can't find a lip brush. I'm going to use either my concealer brush or this eyeliner brush because why not? Honestly, from this distance, I'm just going to say this is looking so much better than I expected. Right? Let's try... I should remove... Let me remove my lip balm first because it's going to look cakey otherwise. Attempt number 2. Can't smell anything. I didn't even check what they were supposed to be like. Statement Luxe Shine lipsticks. So they're definitely not matte. I'm a little disappointed that it's not matte slash pigmented enough to be this intensity because this would have been so pretty. Let me try it a little bit more. It's a really pretty color. I think I'm just disappointed that it's not as burgundy that I thought it was going to be. Like, it's definitely softer, but it's a comfy, shiny kind of berry color. So from up close, it's definitely not my prettiest look, but I found from afar, it's not that bad. Like, I could kind of get away with this. I think that the best items in here are the mascara, the highlighter. These two are so worth it. I need to actually look up the full-size product. I am pleasantly surprised with the bronzer. And the eyeshadow is also really good, which I'm not really surprised, but still, it's a nice shade. So I think we did pretty good. What do you think? I'm going to bring it in for the win though, but not too bad. Okay, so this is what it looks like from up close. My foundation is looking so orange though. It's not looking too bad texture-wise. I feel like my chin is a little bit texture, but it's not too bad. The brows are definitely pretty sad, but I mean, I did have like a pimple right in there, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, this is what the foundation looks like. Meh. Definitely not my shade though. This was a pretty interesting experiment. I feel like now I kind of know which type of samples I feel the need to get and actually try, and which ones, unless like for example foundation and like concealer, unless you have your exact shade, it's kind of difficult to test them unless you're not going anywhere that day or something. But some of these are definitely worth checking out. So this was my first impression on a bunch of sample sizes. Do you like samples? I feel like I used to hoard them and never use them, and I kind of stopped accumulating them until this video, obviously. But I would be curious to know which ones you enjoy keeping, which one do you actually try? Do you even try them? And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because you definitely don't want to miss any future videos, and I will be putting some on the screen that I recommend you check out. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.